The hip-hop world just witnessed one of the most shocking public confrontations in recent memory. Mase, known for his calm yet commanding presence, has officially clapped back at J Prince in a way nobody saw coming. What started as subtle tension behind the scenes exploded into a full-blown public showdown that's sending shockwaves through the rap community. Fans are divided. Some are praising Mott for his boldness and precise delivery, while others are questioning the timing and the intensity of his words. Social media erupted overnight with memes, reaction videos, and heated debates. The clips of the confrontation went viral within hours, racking up millions of views and dominating trending topics across Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. In this video, we're breaking down every moment, the context behind the beef, the build-up that nobody talked about, and Ma Chi's savage response that left J Prince and the world stunned. From viral social media reactions to fan breakdowns, we'll explore why this isn't just another clash in hip-hop. It's a battle of strategy, influence, and legacy. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why Ma's response is being called one of the most brutal public clapbacks in hip-hop history. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over, and the fallout is just getting started. The drama began quietly, long before anyone realized a public confrontation was coming. Mahe and J Prince, both iconic figures in hip-hop, have had a complicated history filled with mutual respect, business dealings, and occasional tension. But recently, whispers in the industry suggested that something had shifted. Lines had been crossed, and words had been exchanged behind closed doors. Mahe, a legend known for his smooth flow and strategic approach to the game, has always maintained a measured persona. He rarely responds to conflicts publicly, but in this case, the stage was set for a showdown. Rumors circulated that J Prince, the legendary music mogul, had made comments that Mahe interpreted as disrespectful or undermining. While the exact words weren't initially public, insiders hinted at a brewing clash that could escalate at any moment. Fans first noticed subtle signs: social media posts with ambiguous captions, hints dropped during interviews, and indirect statements on podcasts. Hip-hop enthusiasts immediately speculated, was Mahe preparing to respond, or was this all a misunderstanding? In today's world of viral content and instant reactions, the tension alone was enough to ignite conversations across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Then, the first public signs appeared. Mahe took to social media, dropping a post that appeared casual on the surface but carried a clear undertone. The wording, tone, and even the timing were deliberate. Those familiar with social media strategy noticed the calculated nature of the move. Fans dissected every word, every emoji, and every subtle pause in the accompanying video clip. This was no ordinary response. This was a signal that Mate was stepping into the public arena with intent. The reaction was immediate. Fans of both Mase and J Prince began analyzing the post frame by frame. Memes began circulating, reaction videos were uploaded, and entertainment news outlets quickly picked up on the potential drama. The tension was building, and the anticipation of what would happen next reached fever pitch. Everyone was waiting for the moment Madai would finally address J Prince directly, and the world knew it wouldn't be subtle. What made this situation particularly intense was the history between the two. Maase and J Prince have been intertwined in the industry for decades, navigating business deals, collaborations, and occasional disagreements. This wasn't just a clash between two public figures, it was a collision of legacy, influence, and reputation. In the competitive world of hip-hop, respect is everything, and any perceived disrespect can escalate quickly. As the digital storm brewed, Mahe prepared his response with the precision of a seasoned artist and strategist. He knew the impact of timing, tone, and delivery in the social media era. Every word, clip, and post would be dissected, shared, and debated by millions. Mase wasn't just defending himself, he was asserting his legacy and sending a clear message. In this game, respect matters, and he wouldn't be undermined. Fans were on edge. Social media was buzzing with speculation, debates, and anticipation. Everyone knew the moment Mate went public with his clapback, the reaction would be explosive. The stage was perfectly set. The tension had built, the players were ready, and the audience was watching every move. We'll dive into the moment Mahe finally strikes back, the exact content of his public response, and how fans and the hip-hop community reacted to what is being called one of the most savage clapbacks in recent memory. The moment the world had been waiting for finally arrived. After days of anticipation, speculation, and behind-the-scenes tension, Mahe went public with his response to J Prince. And the internet immediately exploded. Fans, influencers, and industry insiders knew this wasn't just another social media post. This was a calculated, brutal clapback that would dominate conversations for days. Mahai's response came in the form of a direct video post on Instagram, accompanied by a caption that was equal parts sharp and controlled. Sitting in his studio, he addressed the situation with the poise of a veteran, dissecting the perceived disrespect and laying out his position with precision. Every word was deliberate, every pause intentional. He didn't shout, he didn't overreact. He let his presence, tone, and choice of words do the damage. Fans immediately noticed the layers in Mahai's delivery. First, there was the humor, clever wordplay, subtle jabs, and witty remarks that undercut J. Prince's previous comments. But beyond the laughs, there was a serious message. Respect matters, and Mate would not allow anyone to challenge his legacy publicly. It was the perfect combination of entertainment and authority. Within hours, the video went viral. Hashtags like Namor Me EVS J Prince and Savage Clapback started trending across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Reaction videos flooded YouTube, dissecting every line of Mahai's clip, analyzing his tone, his expressions, and the subtle ways he highlighted J Prince's missteps. The response was instant, global, and relentless. Fans couldn't get enough. J Prince, known for his influential status and strategic approach in the music industry, remained silent initially. This silence only amplified the impact of Mahai's clapback. Social media users speculated endlessly about how J Prince would respond, creating a wave of engagement that dominated feeds worldwide. Every meme, comment, and repost fueled the conversation further, keeping the story alive for days. As the fallout continued, fans dissected the video like a chess match. Every jab, every smile, every carefully chosen word was analyzed and celebrated by Mahai's supporters. They praised the veteran rapper for his restraint, strategic brilliance, and ability to dominate a public confrontation without appearing desperate or emotional. Meanwhile, those who supported J Prince debated fiercely, but the consensus was clear. Mahai had delivered a calculated, unforgettable response, adding fuel to the fire. Influencers and hip-hop commentators joined the discussion. Many hailed Mahai's approach as masterful, blending humor, authority, and timing in a way few could achieve. Podcasts dedicated entire episodes to breaking down the clapback, analyzing how Mahai had turned a potential controversy into a defining moment that showcased both his personality and his legacy. The social media storm continued to grow. Memes depicting Mahai standing tall while J Prince was left speechless spread like wildfire. GIFs of his reactions, slow-motion analyses of his facial expressions, and fan edits highlighted the perceived dominance of Mahai's response. Within 24 hours, the video had racked up millions of views, cementing its place as one of the most talked-about clapbacks in recent hip-hop history. Meanwhile, Mahai's supporters used the momentum to reinforce his influence. Discussions on Reddit, Twitter, and YouTube explored not just the clash itself, but the lessons in strategy, reputation, and timing that Mahai demonstrated. It became a case study in how to handle conflict in the public eye, showing that sometimes restraint, precision, and wit are more powerful than aggression. The battlefield was clear. Mahai had not only defended himself but had also taken control of the narrative. He had turned tension into entertainment, controversy into strategy, and criticism into a viral spectacle. The world had witnessed a masterclass in public influence, and fans were left eagerly awaiting what would happen next. We'll explore the fan reactions, media fallout, and the ripple effect throughout the hip-hop community, showing just how massive Mahai's public clapback truly became. The moment Mahai's clapback went public, the fallout was immediate and intense. Social media erupted as fans from all sides weighed in, dissecting every detail of his response. Clips of Mahai's video were shared millions of times across Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Memes, reaction videos, and commentary exploded across the web, fueling the frenzy. The story quickly escalated from a personal feud to a global viral event. Fans were split. Supporters of Mahai celebrated his precision, wit, and ability to dominate the narrative without appearing overly aggressive. They praised his ability to blend humor, authority, and restraint into a single public statement, noting how he had turned what could have been a minor conflict into a defining moment for his legacy. Social media users created meme compilations, slow-motion breakdowns, and reaction videos highlighting every pause, smirk, and jab in the clip. Mahai vs J Prince quickly became a trending topic, dominating conversations across multiple platforms. Meanwhile, Jay Prince's supporters defended him, claiming Machi's response was too public or unnecessary. They argued that a figure like Jay Prince, with decades of influence in hip-hop, didn't need to engage in a public spat. However, the sheer viral nature of Machi's Clapback made it difficult for anyone to ignore. Clips of the response were analyzed frame by frame, with fans debating the tone, content, and cultural impact. The engagement numbers alone demonstrated the power of Machi's strategic approach. Millions of people were captivated, sharing opinions and creating content that amplified the drama even further. Entertainment media quickly picked up the story. Hip-hop podcasts dedicated episodes to breaking down the confrontation, analyzing Machi's timing, strategy, and delivery. Online publications ran articles dissecting the feud, comparing it to previous iconic clapbacks in hip-hop history. Commentators praised Machi for maintaining composure while delivering a clear, unapologetic message. The consensus among many was that this was more than a clash of personalities. It was a public masterclass in influence and narrative control. Memes played a huge role in amplifying the drama. Fans remixed Machi's statements with humorous captions, juxtaposed his calm demeanor with exaggerated reactions from Jay Prince supporters, and even created animated GIFs showing Machi as the ultimate victor in the confrontation. TikTok users made reaction videos, reenactments, and commentary clips, pushing the story to younger audiences and giving it viral momentum. The clash had transformed from a personal beef into a full-fledged cultural moment. The public's fascination wasn't just with Machi's words, it was with the strategy behind them. Observers noted that Machi had timed his response perfectly, leveraging social media algorithms, viral trends, and fan engagement. Every clip, every post, and every comment was carefully orchestrated to maintain attention and maximize impact. Fans called it a masterclass in digital warfare, highlighting how skillful content and timing could dominate public perception in ways even more powerful than traditional media. Even late-night shows, YouTube commentary channels, and entertainment blogs weighed in. Analysts broke down the feud's broader implications, discussing the history between Machi and Jay Prince, their influence in the hip-hop industry, and the lessons in public strategy and reputation management. Social media wasn't just a backdrop, it had become a central character in the feud, amplifying every reaction, criticism, and moment of triumph. It was clear that Machi's Clapback had reshaped the narrative. Fans weren't just watching, they were participating. Every reaction, retweet, meme, and discussion contributed to the spectacle, creating a feedback loop that kept the story alive and relevant for days. Machi had turned a single response into a cultural moment that extended far beyond the original conflict. The ripple effect in the hip-hop community was undeniable. Fellow artists, managers, and influencers commented on the confrontation, some praising Machi's strategic brilliance, others cautioning about public feuds. Even those not directly involved were watching closely, recognizing that this feud was teaching lessons about timing, influence, and the power of a calculated response. Social media had transformed the way hip-hop beefs unfolded, making every word, clip, and reaction part of the public spectacle. The stage was set for the final chapter. Machi had firmly established control of the narrative, dominated social media, and turned the confrontation into a defining moment of his career. Fans were left eagerly anticipating the resolution. Would Jay Prince respond, or had Machi's public clapback effectively ended the feud? The anticipation was palpable, leaving millions of people on edge for what would happen next. We'll explore the ultimate resolution, the final reactions, and Machi's place in hip-hop history after this savage public clapback. The tension finally reached its peak. After days of speculation, viral clips, and heated social media debate, Machi's public clapback against Jay Prince had cemented itself as one of the most talked-about moments in hip-hop in recent memory. Fans, influencers, and commentators had dissected every word, every pause, and every subtle jab, turning what might have been a simple dispute into a global spectacle. Machi's strategic brilliance was clear. His response had been perfectly timed, delivered with authority and humor, and designed to dominate the narrative. He didn't attack recklessly. Instead, he used wit, precision, and confidence to make his message resonate. Social media exploded with clips from the response, reaction videos, and memes highlighting his dominance. Mavs Jay Prince and Savage Clapback became viral hashtags, trending across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok simultaneously. The fan reaction was overwhelming. Supporters praised Machi's calculated approach, noting how he turned tension into opportunity and potential criticism into viral content. Memes depicted Ma as untouchable, while GIFs highlighted his calm demeanor and sharp delivery. On YouTube and TikTok, reaction videos dissected his every expression, every pause and every line, turning the clapback into a study of public influence and strategy. Meanwhile, J. Prince remained mostly silent, letting Mai's narrative dominate the conversation. This silence only amplified the impact of Mai's response, making it appear as though he had won the battle of public perception. Social media users debated endlessly about the implications, with some arguing that J. Prince had no choice but to step back, while others speculated on what his next move might be. Regardless, Mahe had captured the spotlight and controlled the story. The media quickly caught on. Hip-hop blogs, podcasts, and YouTube channels covered the feud extensively, analyzing Mate's timing, word choice, and delivery. Commentators hailed his response as a masterclass in handling conflict, blending humor, authority, and digital strategy into one seamless performance. Fans and analysts alike noted that this was not just about personal pride. It was about reputation, legacy, and influence in the modern music industry. The ripple effect extended beyond social media. Fellow artists, managers, and industry insiders discussed the confrontation, recognizing Mate's skill in turning a potential controversy into a defining moment. His calculated response became a reference point for handling public disputes in the era of viral content. Every reaction, comment, and meme only reinforced Mate's dominance, making the clapback a cultural milestone. For fans, this wasn't just entertainment. It was history in the making. They debated whether Mate's approach was the most effective possible, or whether the feud itself had exposed deeper tensions within hip-hop. Regardless, the story had captured the attention of millions, dominating conversations online and influencing discussions in podcasts, YouTube shows, and fan forums worldwide. By now, it was clear Mate had won the battle of public perception. His response had solidified his reputation as a savvy, strategic, and influential figure, able to command attention without resorting to reckless behavior. Fans celebrated not only the content of his clapback, but the method behind it, a demonstration of how experience, timing, and digital literacy could turn a dispute into a defining moment. As the dust settled, reactions from the hip-hop community continued to pour in. Industry insiders praised Mate's approach, noting that few artists could navigate the pressures of public conflict with such precision. Social media analysts dissected the engagement numbers, viral shares, and reaction metrics, highlighting how the clapback dominated feeds for days. Even commentators who initially supported J. Prince acknowledged the effectiveness of Mate's public strategy. Ultimately, this feud became more than a clash. It became a lesson in public influence, social media strategy, and reputation management. Mae had shown that a well-timed, carefully crafted response could dominate conversations, maintain respect, and turn tension into opportunity. It was a defining moment in his career and a case study for anyone navigating the fast-moving, high-stakes world of public discourse. If you thought this was wild, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more explosive celebrity clapbacks and viral hip-hop drama. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a shocking update, a savage response, or a behind-the-scenes breakdown. And we want to hear from you. Who do you think came out on top, Mate or J. Prince? Drop your thoughts in the comments and join the conversation, because in hip-hop, the drama never ends. Drama never ends.